Hey, Caleb.
Yeah.
You space jammed me.
Why would you do such a thing?
Jammed you.
You space jammed.
Okay, wait, hold on. In which term? Space jam as in I gave you an empty basketball and made you touch it, therefore stealing all of your basketball powers and giving them to me? Or space jam as in forcing you, a 3D human, into a 2D space a la Michael Jordan in Space Jam during that?
Or third option, giving the ball but reverse.
Yeah.
So the first one, but without not my basketball skills, I still got those. I'm hooping all day. Good. But Caleb, you took my ability to read.
I see, because I am a very literate boy over here.
You've been reading books this year. You've already accomplished multiple books this year, and I have put up a goose egg so far. I think you took my ability to read, Caleb.
Well, finally in my life, I can say that my name is Caleb Burley, and I've read 3 books so far this year.
That's a lot of books, honestly. And this is Junkhouse.
It's a psychobilly freakout.
Not to like flex on y'all, but like if I keep up my pace right now, I'm on track to read like 10, 12 books this year.
Caleb, that's so awesome. Like, unironically very happy for you, because looking at my like last year's list of books I read growing was a thrill. You know, you're just having a good time. You put another one down on the list. You're feeling good. It's very nice.
But I did not complete a book. I got too bad for me in the beginning, so I had to put that shit
sometimes
down.
You just gotta not finish them.
That's fine. I'm trying to follow in your footsteps, Caleb. And right now I am reading this book, The Last Unicorn.
The Last Unicorn.
And it's pretty, well, first of all, it's really good if you haven't read it. It's about a unicorn. It's the last one. Uh-oh.
Yo, no!
There's a Red Bull. Did
he give you wings?
Yeah.
Does the Red Bull give you wings?
Yeah, that took me 3 extra seconds to finish.
That was
the joke.
Weirdly a deep cut.
Sorry.
No, hold on. No, it is not a deep cut when it is a still very commercially available product that very famously had a lawsuit that my wife won Red Bull in the won a case of Red Bull over in the lawsuit because it did not give people wings.
Also, the place that I work at, okay, it's called Dutch Bros Coffee.
I'm a fan.
They have an energy drink there that you can make drinks with.
Yeah.
It tastes exactly like Red Bull. Do you want to guess the name?
Blue Cow.
Okay. Good guess, Caleb. Do you know it? Do you remember seeing it when you visited Dutch Bros?
No, I did not know that they had energy drinks at Dutch Bros when I went. I'm going to guess green tangerine.
It is called Rebel.
I love that so much. That's better than anything I could have thought of. That's
Every
so
time
good.
somebody's asked about it, I've said it tastes like Red Bull.
That is so good.
So good.
Yeah, no, I mean, last year I read 23, read/listened to. Read and listened to, so like audiobooks and physical, read 23 books.
That's a lot of books.
Almost 2 a month. And this year, approaching the 3rd month of the year, I have finished 1 audiobook and read 1 200-something page book that I started last year. I am.
Are you still able to read audio or listen to audiobooks fairly?
I am, but I haven't been because I'm tired.
Yeah. It may cost money to purchase, but I highly recommend the audiobook. I just finished it. called Project Hail Mary. Have you heard anything about it?
You've told me about it, and I heard about it somewhere on the internet recently.
Okay. Samantha, have you heard of this audiobook at all, or this book?
Not more than what you have told us. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give you like the sales pitch of what this book's about. It is a sci-fi mystery novel where a man wakes up with complete amnesia on a spaceship in another galaxy and does not know why he's there.
Okay. I love this already.
And that is all, like, he does not remember his name, even level of amnesia. It is very good. That's all I can tell you about the plot without getting into spoilers. Like, it is just one of the best audiobook experiences I've ever had.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's narrated by Ray Porter.
Yes.
He's really good.
He is really good. And he does the because like the way the book works is it's like, you know, you have the present time where this person is trying to figure out what's going on, but then flashing back as the amnesia goes away and he starts remembering things to like past events that have led him to here. And he does the voices for all the characters super well. And yeah, it's just it's one of the best experiences I've ever had with audio medium in general.
Caleb, do you want to listen to a strange audiobook?
Yeah, what is it?
It's called We Are Legion, We Are Bob.
Interesting.
So I listened to it years ago. I may re-listen to it because I'm fascinated by it. It came out in 2016. It's by Dennis E. Taylor. The concept is a dude named Bob basically pays to have his brain cryogenically preserved, like his head.
Okay.
And then he dies. And then he wakes up centuries later with having his mind having been installed in a probe and sent into space. In so it's like a human piloted spacecraft, but it's just his brain uploaded into the machinery. And so it is this dude having to learn how to self-replicate the probe that he is. And he splits into several different Bobs that are spreading throughout the galaxy to try and save humanity as Earth is being destroyed. And apparently there's 5 of these books. And I remember having fun with the first one. And I feel like you might enjoy it.
I started reading yesterday, so I'm not very far in, but I started a series called Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I've heard of that.
Where the basic premise is the Earth gets destroyed by this alien civilization, and I'm like 10 pages in, so I don't know much more than this. But where basically everyone that was indoors is dead. They are gone completely. And Carl got lucky because his cat named Princess Donut jumped out of a window. And so he threw on a leather jacket that was nearby and his ex-girlfriend's just 2 small Crocs that he was able to get to run out into the snow and try to catch the cat as the world gets destroyed and everyone that was inside is dead. And then it's announced like by this alien civilization, like, hey, if you want your planet back, we're going to create a series of dungeons going down into the Earth. And if you make it to the end, we can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
And it's like, just Carl?
It's just Carl so far. I have no idea if there are more people. But like so far, it is just Carl with his cat, Princess Donut. And
oh my God.
It's so funny.
To go back to We Are Bob real quick, I'm looking at it on Goodreads. Apparently the universe is called the Bobiverse.
Yes, it's the Bobiverse.
Just so you know.
That's so funny.
So yeah, but I mean the whole, and it's apparently it's a science concept that has existed of a like Van Niemann probe or something like that, but it's the idea of a self-replicating probe. And so he is converted into one of these in one of the last hopes of saving humanity. And a lot of it is him like figuring out how to collect resources, gather them together, and then like produce more probes. And then he assigns each probe a personality. And it's funny because like to keep from going insane, because he's still a human mind in there, he creates like a digital living space he hangs out in and like talks to the other probes in and stuff. And it's just fun. And he finds one thing that I really want to, the big pull for me, like listening to the book, is there's another piloted probe out there that he's in combat with. There's like one of the Bobs finds an alien planet with a developing intelligent life and is trying to foster that life while also not becoming a god to them.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
That's so funny. I may have to listen to that.
I might re-listen to it, honestly.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm about to listen to? Are y'all about to listen to more likely? When we read reviews that are really bad, so guess the moo. Oh, my probe's broken. Movie. There we go. Okay.
There we go. We got it fixed in the end.
I'm going to read a half-star review, and you all got to guess the movie. I don't know if I've said that for like so many episodes.
Is that how we play that game?
That's how we play it. I'm going to read a half-star.
I've been playing it wrong.
And you're going to guess. Half-star review from Mikey.
Thank you, Mikey.
Just adding this for the lore. I think I saw it in theaters by myself. I remember being viscerally appalled with how bad the CGI was. It is forever ingrained in my memory as the worst movie I've ever seen. Do I want to watch it again to verify? Yes, sorta. But I physically can't.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Space Jam: A New Legacy. Or whatever the second one was called.
I wish, but no.
I'm trying to think what movie has like such bad CGI that Mikey saw alone in theaters.
Mm-hmm. Alone. Croissant in hand, I was alone.
That's the beginning of a Charles Dickens novel.
The shortest, saddest story.
Can we get another one?
Sure. How about Ryan Reynolds? I Hate You from Risana.
Oh,
it's Green Lantern.
Oh, I was thinking Free Guy.
It's neither of those movies.
Deadpool?
This movie came out 2019.
Deadpool
Not
2.
Deadpool.
No,
not
neither.
Deadpool 2.
Here's a third one from Big Purple. 7.
Thank you,
Big Purple 7.
Thank you, Big
Thank you,
Purple
Big Purple
7.
The rat is his dad.
Oh, it's Detective Pikachu.
I
love that movie.
I really liked it too.
I never saw it.
Somebody said Detective Pikachu, more like Defective Pikachu.
That's
Oh,
funny.
that's
And I
That's
liked
rude.
it. I liked it.
So here's I think the problem, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have a couple, like it's the Pokemon problem in general of you get grown adults expecting too much from a children's game
Yeah. 100%.
or from a children's franchise. It's the same problem so many franchises have, but with like Pokemon live action adaptation, I think a lot of people were expecting like stellar CGI that looked realistic, and they were expecting like not a plot that children could follow.
Yeah.
And then it's like when they got goofy CGI because they're Pokemon, and they got a plot children could follow, I think they were upset about it.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
But like for me, watching Pokemon be rendered in 3 dimensions and seeing new take on them and how they attack and how they fight and seeing the underground Pokemon battle, I don't have a single complaint because I've been wanting that forever.
And yeah, they were just Loudreds. They weren't Explouds. The Loudreds beatboxed.
That was
crazy and sick.
That was awesome.
And Charizard looked pretty cool, even though it was bad CG.
Watching all the Gengars fight too, like I thought cool stuff happened.
This movie has
or
Gengars
the
in
giant
it?
Torterras.
Have you not seen it?
No.
Oh my
Clever.
god. Yeah. And Cordell, I was going to bring that up. Torterra is like one of my favorite Pokemon, and there was a whole garden of giant Torterras. That is badass, dude. That's fucking badass.
One of the little pieces of Cordell lore, there was a long time where it was back whenever Diamond and Pearl came out, and I discovered one of the worst Pokemon ever, but one that has a special place in my heart, Ambipom.
Oh, we love a little Ambipom.
Apom and Ambipom have been some of my favorites back in the day for a long time. And so watching all those Apom like put on the pair of pants and walk around and be silly, like that healed something in me.
Something deep down.
I became a better man.
I'm looking at a picture of Ambipom. I do not like it. This is bad.
I mean, yeah. And it's also just objectively one of the worst fully evolved Pokemon to exist.
I feel like a monkey with more hands had potential to be cool, but
right.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, they had Mr. Mime, they had Jigglypuff. Like, I liked this movie.
Can I tell y'all something? I like Mr. Mime. I think that's a pretty cool little dude.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Mr. Rhyme?
Now he's a freak, and I don't want him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
I think he's a bad person.
Is that the Galarian one?
Yep.
Is that
the Galarian that
let me look at him again. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Mr. Rhyme. I like this guy.
Caleb's freaking it over here.
I like
honestly
this guy.
A good little guy.
He's a little he's a
freak.
British chap. He's a little British
freak.
chap. This guy enjoys a baked potato with beans, cheese, and tuna on it.
Oh,
you ever see that dog that speaks British?
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
That's how I imagine Mr. Rhyme speaking. I'm gonna find it for you, Cordell, since you seem very confused.
I am very confused.
He's a little dog, and he speaks British.
See, Cordell, I'm not telling you to download TikTok because I also kind of think it's a mistake. But I send a lot of dog TikToks to my wife, and then I send some of them to Sammy as well. And I think I've sent her this. It's been in a compilation before. It's so good.
Yeah, it's close to the end of the little video, but
it's so good.
Yeah, I've been on my TikToks have been because of my searching has mostly been cats and dogs speaking English.
Yes,
that dog was adorable.
Mm-hmm. It's a little chihuahua, and he got.
Are you looking for a pet, Sam Bamitha?
I don't know. I don't know if I want the responsibility of a pet, and I don't have the money for a pet.
That's smart.
That is fair. I also forgot Greninja was in that movie. They were baller.
Oh yeah.
All the Greninjas like being This was a good film.
I need to watch this.
This was a good film.
I may have to pay money for this. I'm gonna find a way to not pay money for this.
You can do a little soap to go. You can pirate.
Yeah.
Junkhouse does not endorse pirating unless you're a One Piece.
I really feel like we do support pirating overall.
We do.
I'm not gonna lie.
We do.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Just get an ad blocker and do it.
My stance is also that if you've paid for the media once, you can pirate it. If that makes sense.
I can see
Yeah.
that. I personally don't prefer to pirate if I can purchase it, and if I feel like purchasing it won't support people I don't want to support.
Yeah, like I'm
But
gonna
the-
watch Tron Ares, but I'm not supporting Jared Leto.
Right, right. Or like for me, the biggest one, lost media. I think if it cannot be purchased physically, and if the rights have not been put out, pirating it is 100% fair game and ethical. You are like preserving a thing that will not exist
Yeah, exactly.
later on, right? Like old games. It's like just for example, like old Nintendo games. It's right. That company's not going to put them out, but the information exists. It is fair to take it. They're not going to use it. They're not going to profit off of it. They're not going to do anything with it. You get to play it. Congratulations.
Here you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a reason we brought up Pokemon in the first place. Pokemon has been doing this thing, and it didn't start with this one, but they've been releasing plushies of life-size Pokemon. So, like, I think there was like an Arcanine. I think the first one that I remember seeing was Lucario. And they did these advertisements where, like, Lucario's your friend, Lucario's real, and Lucario's in there.
He is real.
He's real to me.
Yeah.
But they just released something that is more likely to turn Freddy Freakbear. Lucario.
It's distressing. Why did they pick this?
Yes.
We haven't even said what it is.
We haven't even said it. Who wants
But
to
hey,
say it? I'm
listener,
scared to
in
say
your
it.
brain, in your mind's eye, listener, picture picture a Pokemon that you think under no circumstances would I make a life-size version of this Pokemon as a plush and sell it to the people of the internet. Picture that
Yes.
Pokemon in your brain.
You're probably correct.
Remember that it
close.
is $450.
Correct. So
They do have a
imagine the kind of demographic that will spend $450 on a life-size Pokemon, and you imagine what Pokemon that might be, and you're right, it's Gardevoir.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's
Do you think God
Yeah.
stays in heaven?
because he too is afraid of what he created.
Here's my take on this. We are 30 to 60 days away from seeing something on the internet that is a person who bought the Gardevoir life-sized and augmented it. And we are like 1 to 2 months
hate
away
that
from
word.
seeing internet pictures of the augmentations they did to their personal Gardevoir they bought. I think we're 2 months away from that tops. And I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. It's like it's just a mistake.
Yeah.
Why would? Oh my gosh, that Lucario, that's distressing too.
What? He's your friend though.
I don't want to
Lucario's your
life-size
friend.
anything in my home.
I feel like the whole
Look, Lucario's helping you with the dishes. Look, Lucario's eating with you at the table. This is what I was
sad.
talking about when I meant
Lucario's
the Lucario
comforting you
advertisements were
after
crazy.
you. Lucario is comforting you after your divorce. Why did they divorce you? Maybe Lucario was there too much. Lucario was
Lucario's
standing
using
in the
his-
corner the whole time.
Lucario is using his spikes to murder the person who left you.
In preparation for the life-size Gardevoir.
Oh my gosh.
Just me and all my life-size Pokemon living in my home with me. I don't know why my wife left.
Now, I have to say it. I do have to say it, even though it's sold out. There was a $400 life-size Larvesta. And if I had the funds,
Yeah.
I would
That's fair.
I would purchase because Volcarona is my favorite.
Well,
But-
there is such a difference in
Between a bug.
here's this fun life-sized critter like a bug, a dog, and then there's like, here's this life-size bipedal Pokemon.
Here's what
It
they
looks like a
should
woman.
do.
You can pose
be,
it.
I'm gonna be so real. What they should have done is said, "Hey, we're gonna make another life-size Pokemon," and then they should have had one intern just go like, hold on, wait, okay, hold on. It's time for a segment we haven't done in a very long time. Here we go. Welcome to Caleb uses what he almost got a degree for. All right. Table settings done. All right. Cordell, I need you to be, you're like the head of the team for the development of life-size Pokemon plushes.
Good.
Okay.
Who do you want me to be?
That's what I'm trying to figure out who all three of us are, because I think there's 3 roles that have to be filled. One, head of development, who is aloof and kind of clueless of what the internet does.
And that's
one,
me.
That's you. You're kind of aloof. You don't know. One who's very in tune with the internet, but is also very down with what the internet is doing to the Pokemon.
Oh, a man on the inside.
And then a third who is like, please,
The
for the
CEO.
love of God,
Yeah.
do not.
I feel like
do
I'm the
this.
internet one.
Yep. So
Okay,
Caleb,
but-
you're the one that's desperately trying to stop what's coming.
Okay. So I feel like, in all fairness, Cordell, if you would start, because, you know, we're in a meeting over what Pokemon should we pick next for the life-size plush. And we have not decided Gardevoir. So this is that
Yeah,
meeting.
cool.
Okay. So that is the
I'm
table
not-
setting.
The just to add a little bonus,
Mhm.
I am gonna come in to the room. I'm not in the room at the start.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm in the room. I'm an intern taking notes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, as you are all well aware, our new life-size plush initiative is a go. We need to figure out what Pokemon to make life-size and sell for $400 to $450. Now, I think that it's probably good to get Pokemon that the people like, that the people enjoy, that are popular. So we're going to look for some popular Pokemon that the people might want to spend $400 to $450 to buy. We can't get, you know, a weird one that no one knows or likes. We got to get a popular one that the people love. So what could that be? What are we looking
Door
for?
slam. Sunglasses. Throws myself into chair. They gotta have sex with it. The people gotta have sex with it. They gotta want to have sex with it.
I'm sorry. Should I write that down, sir?
Yes,
Should
write
I-
this all down. Write this all
Okay,
down.
I'm gonna write down. They should have sex with it.
Wait, sex.
Yeah.
Sex, as in the thing I do with prostitutes. Sex.
Yeah. Yeah. Sex sells. Sex sells, baby. The internet loves sex. Sex sells.
But,
Can I-
but these are creatures. These are Pokemon. These are not human beings.
Yeah, but get this. Get this. You ready? You ready? Guzzlord. The name Guzzlord is already sex. We get Guzzlord. He's a big guy. He can guzzle a lot. We sell. We sell it. We sell it.
Wait. I'm still so confused. Are you telling me that people are sexually attracted to Pokemon?
If I may,
From the children's game?
if I may interrupt, maybe we
You're
should
not?
go with like the least sexual Pokemon possible. Like if we could just go with ones that like sex
I
is
don't know if it's
not.
gonna sell.
unsexual.
I don't know if it's
They're-
gonna sell.
They're all creatures in a video game. None of them are sexual.
Sir, I hate to tell you, there is like a whole corner of the internet, and we need to avoid that corner
Mhm.
pretty bad. Okay.
Here, I actually brought a slideshow here. So we got a few different options.
Oh god.
Guzzlord, of course. I mean,
I'm
that's
gonna
just
throw up.
that might just be a me thing. The next one, though, of course, Lopunny, very
This is-
popular on the internet. People want to
is
have
a
sex with
rabbit.
her.
This is a
I
rabbit.
mean, but she's thick though.
I cannot believe I'm having to write all of this down.
Keep writing. It's important.
Keep right.
Oh,
This is
God.
a
She's thick
rabbit.
though. Like, I mean,
What is like? No, she's very thin.
no, but like, she got that yacht. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
what
my
is that?
God.
I own a yacht. What is it? A new
No,
yacht?
no. We'll just continue. But the next option, this is actually crazy. This is more popular than Low Punny. Are you ready for this?
no.
Gardevoir. I'll hold for applause. I'll hold for applause.
Wait. This psychic fairy Pokemon.
Perfect typing. Perfect.
That is it's shaped like a petite woman with green hair and a white dress.
Mm-hmm.
That is very attuned to your experiences and emotions. People are attracted to her?
Maybe.
Well. Quick correction. Could be a man.
Pokemon can do that.
Pokemon can do that.
But Gallade, he is only a man.
Yeah.
And a Gardevoir can be a man or a woman.
Femboy.
What if we just...
Note taker, will you step out of the room?
Do you want me to... But how am I supposed to take note? Like, I've already written down
Just
so much stuff.
Write in your notes.
Can I go back over the notes real fast?
Strike it all except strike all of the notes except for the phrase Gardevoir's a go, and you please leave the room.
I don't feel comfortable.
Please
with
leave the
this.
room.
Okay.
We're gonna make so much fucking money.
Okay.
Okay, hey, you. Tell me more about these femboys.
And
scene. It's just like, why do they not do... Because here is what I think they should have done in the room. This is what I'm thinking. Is that note taker should have just been like, guys, what if we went to rule34.com or whatever it is? I think.
Oh my God, yeah.
And just typed in the Pokemon name, whichever one has the least amount of hits. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Because it's just like, I don't want to see this on the internet. I don't want to see somebody that figured out a way to rig their fleshlight into a Gardevoir. Like, that's gonna be gross.
God. You know what?
God has abandoned us.
God,
Samantha.
why have you abandoned us? What they actually just need to do is make the chest spike an actual, like, metal spike.
There you go. Now that's an idea.
Also, title of the episode, Femboy Gardevoir.
Oh, no. Yeah. The problem is there is no Pokemon not on Rule 34, and I'd put money on that. If you look up any Pokemon Rule 34, you will find inflation.
Yeah, but there's gonna be some that have less than others. Like, tell me which one has more, Gardevoir or Tinkaton, and like, you know which one is true. You know which one has more. Correct. Even though probably the other one has a lot more graphic, but...
Yes, but when I tell you that you name any Pokemon something disgusting is depicted out there, I mean it.
Oh, Goodra has like a ton of stuff.
Caleb, you're still going for the obvious ones. I'm saying Swinub has it. Like, come on.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Google Swinub Rule 34 and turn off safe search. You won't.
Gardevoir has 30,000 results.
Right. Gardevoir has 30,000
results. Goodra has 6,727.
Okay.
I'm not okay. To be clear, I'm just putting these in the search bar of Rule 34. It's .xxx for any of you gooners out there, I guess. It shows the result amount. I don't have to. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm just saying.
Welcome to the Gooncast.
Give me another Pokemon.
Swinub.
Lechonk.
Swinub has 38 results.
I told you.
Lechonk has 85.
No way. No. No.
Okay, here's the game. Here's the game. Which has more, Larvesta or what's a random one? Chargebug.
Chargebug has more than Larvesta.
Agreed.
Now, both of these have results.
No,
I know they do. I told you,
this
Caleb.
Is a
I told you.
This is a game for children.
Larvesta, I'm double checking, had 34, while Chargebug had 8.
Oh, dang it.
Oh.
This is. I don't know. I don't know if this game is fun.
This is interesting to say the least. Okay. We're gonna do this once for each of us. Take some time. Think of the least sexual Pokemon possible. We're going to look it up in Rule 34. And then we're going to move on because I can't have the next 30 minutes be this.
And,
I can't.
And whoever has the least wins the game.
Yep.
Okay, I'm having to look up a Pokédex. This is my crutch.
Yep.
I'm looking at a Pokédex because I don't know these little freaks.
I don't know these little baby freaks. Is there a typing that would be the least attractive?
Normal.
No.
Or poison,
because you got
maybe.
Chansey and there. Well, I mean, not even that. Lopunny is a normal type, and that is one of the most. Here, well, I'm gonna look that up real quick. Lopunny has. Wow, Gardevoir has more. Lopunny only has 17,277 results.
Only.
I'm so disgusted.
So doing
I'm
a little bit of
screaming.
mental math, the newer ones are going to have less just statistically.
Yeah.
So your best bet is to go to one of the two recent generations and then pick.
I think I got mine.
Okay,
I got mine.
I've got one.
I got to remember how to spell its name.
I've got it.
Okay, I'm locking in, so I'm going to search how much mine has.
Okay.
I'm.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Okay,
No.
never mind. I was about to be surprised.
Okay, I have.
What
I think I
happened?
fucked myself over. So I'm going to say this because I need clarification from y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was choosing the sushi Pokemon Tatsugiri.
Yep.
Since it has multiple forms, do the results of those multiple forms count?
Yes.
Yes.
So let me do some math while you.
Oh, no.
What could you do to that sushi fish? It's just a fish. It's just a fish.
Okay, I have my answer.
Now,
I
some of
think.
these, to be clear, some of these might overlap.
That's fair.
Some of
That's
these
fair.
results, but okay. So mine, you have to beat 105.
To go lower than 105?
Yeah,
Okay,
for a
I've got
sushi
mine.
Pokemon.
Okay, what's yours, Cordell?
Mine is Veluza. Veluza.
VEL.
It's just a sharp fish. Can't be anything in there.
Okay, that's in the lead. 6 results.
Okay.
6.
Okay,
results.
good
I feel
call,
bad
Corey.
about my chances, but
Yeah, here's the
believe in
problem. Every time I'd look at a Pokemon, I thought, there's no way that could be sexual. I thought of how it could be sexual. For example, a lot of the, small ones with no limbs, butt plugs.
Oh my god.
I'm back and forth between two. Can I tell y'all the two?
Yeah.
I'm back and forth between Chi-Yu or Gimme Ghoul.
Oh, no. Gimme Ghouls for sure got something.
That's what I was worried about. I'm going to go with Chi-Yu. So CHI-YU.
Oh, the little goldfish? I bet there's something.
15.
No!
Oh,
God damn it. For
Human
my
beings
curiosity,
this
can you
round.
check Gimme Ghoul? Because I want to see
Yeah.
how bad that is. Because there's no way. He's just a little freak in a treasure chest.
Correct, and there's going to be other freaks in that treasure chest with them, pool style.
No. No!
What is it?
53.
Yeah.
No!
So-
oh, God.
Human
does
beings
not love
spend
us
their
anymore.
time doing this.
I am closing Rule 34 and it shall not be opened. It shall never
Go
be
ahead and
opened
erase
again
your
unless
history
we-
real quick.
Well, I did do. I
Blast
opened
that
incognito,
cash.
so we're
Get
fine.
it
Okay,
away
okay.
from there.
I did do an incognito tab through the Junk House account. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, good. Well, no, if it's Junk House, it can't be incognito. We
Yeah,
have to.
we're fine. It has to be.
I don't. Okay, hold on.
Christ Almighty, y'all are some sick bastards.
Y'all are some sick freaks.
I'm kind of impressed.
I mean, honestly,
Like,
So
I really thought I had a non-sexual Pokemon, but 6 people gooned to it, and
6 people got it in their goon sesh.
now here's okay. One more thought, and I don't even necessarily want to explore this. I just want to say it and move on.
Yeah.
What percentage, when we're looking at Rule 34 Pokemon, what percentage of it is anthropomorphized, and what percentage of it is making the Pokemon as is sexual?
Now, I'm going to say this right now. I will not confirm this. I am not going back in. But I think, sadly, a lot of it might be normal, like
just the Pokemon itself.
I'm going to say, when I say more, I'm going to say 60-40.
Okay.
I feel like that's about right.
Right. It's
only
also
40 anthropomorphized.
Yeah. It's also weird the kink overlap, but again, I really don't want to keep thinking about this. It's just strange how much gets blended into this weirdness.
We can move on.
We can move on.
There is something I brought up last week that Cordell said we have to talk about. And it is unfortunately tied to this.
Oh, no. I edited and I don't remember what y'all said.
So, a dear friend of mine who I think would be a good guest on the pod, I won't name him because, privacy, and I don't know if he's okay with that, alerted me to the fact that there is a website called Jerkmate that is now having competitive masturbation.
I can't believe we predicted this.
We did. That's what I want to talk about.
That was us.
We predicted this. We came up with the National Docking Association.
Yep.
With your brother, Samantha. So your brother is also a visionary, along with us.
Shout out Nick. But
Shout out Nick.
Why don't we get money for this then? Jerkmate ranked is what they're calling it, by the way. This is on Know Your Meme, by the way. People are joking about having a competitive ranking on the adult webcam site Jerkmate. Why? Because Jerkmate ranked sounds like something that only the truest of gooners would know about.
So that's what Daniel, or my friend, not my brother, a different one. That does not, that leaves it wide open. Sent a video that was like the actual website made a commercial advertising Jerkmate ranked.
Oh, God.
And
Incognito tab again.
Oh, God. I'm sorry that we make you go into incognito mode.
It's fine. It's
so
fine.
much this episode.
Click to FAP.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah, if you just go to the Jerkmate website, like I'm not even seeing any porn right now, which is incredible. We like to not
Congratulations.
see that when we're looking at a meme. Yeah, the top like 4 categories are all like, sex stuff, and then it says Jerkmate ranked, and then there's just like this picture, FAP share win. And I'm
horrible.
Not click to FAP, but there's a little robot in a room, with stuff, and by stuff I mean like a bed and a bedside table. There's no door. And there's also a cum meter at the top left.
That's disgusting.
Well as a gold, you get 10 gold starting out.
You have a stamina level?
You have a stamina level, yeah.
I hate this. Because we're visionaries. We talked about this. I didn't expect it to ever be real, and I hate it. I just want to say that. I don't like it.
Do you want to know the ranks?
No. Not really.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be real with you. I'm starting to feel really gross after this episode. Like I'm actually
I need a shower.
Gross.
Yeah. I'm just telling you the highest rank is Grandmaster Bader.
Gross.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I mean the episode started out kind of chill, and then we're like, it's Gooner time, I guess.
And like, here's the thing: if this is somebody's thing, like, I don't want to yuck their yums. I just don't like it.
Well, I kind of do a little bit want to yuck their yum on this one.
I'm gonna say it. I have a tiny bit of hope in humanity that this is mostly satire.
It's got to be, right? It's got to be mostly a joke.
It's got to be. There's no way this is real.
we've spent a good 30 minutes this morning looking at like the grossest parts of like
humanity.
Yeah. I got that pit in my stomach that's one, like, yo, I've been thinking about this all morning, but two, like, this is my digital footprint is talking about this.
Yeah.
My digital footprint includes jokingly creating a docking association.
Yeah.
And then learning that, like, it kind of exists. Like, I don't know if I want this to be my legacy on this planet.
Yeah. Good thing, like, nobody listens to this show.
Right. It's the trade-off of,
and we've
like...
said worse. And we've said worse.
One of these days, we have said way worse. One of these days, one of us will get famous and then it's over. Because the moment we're famous, someone will be like, oh, they did a podcast. And
Let me listen to that.
Career shot in the head.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Starting tomorrow, we're hard launching and hard pivoting. Junk House is now a Christian podcast. Get ready.
Christ House
Launching next week. We're starting Genesis 1:1. Genesis 1:1, everybody. Start reading now, okay? Maybe we can get another book in Caleb's list of books he's read this year, and it's the Bible.
It's the Bible.
The Bible.
So Psychobilly Freakout will remain our theme song because it's by the Reverend Horton Heat.
Horton Heat.
Psycho Jesus. No, I can't say that.
Also, Psycho Jesus Freakout is also what they call Jesus storming in the temple. So that's.
I do want to say, I want to give us some credit. I don't think what we have said even top 10s the worst things that have ever been said on podcasts. There are whole podcasts out there of men yelling at women and being like, this is why you're terrible. There's also was a whole comedy podcast called Come Town. So, like, just to give us a little bit of credit,
yeah,
I think we're doing all right.
Like we, and that's fair. It's just sometimes you spend 30 minutes talking about disgusting stuff and then realize you've done this a lot, and you get a little crisis. But it's also like we joke about sexual things, but we're rarely explicit.
Yeah, honestly.
And like I don't think we're actually like we'll wink at it, we'll joke about it, we'll be sexualized, but we're not actually like saying or doing anything that gross. We've got pretty good perspectives on stuff. Like we balance it out with goofs and with like actual conversation enough that it's really not that bad. Like I think if I were doing a background check on you and it was like, oh, did a podcast, I would like say that's a lot. No one listened. And then I move on, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, really, I view this as we get to hang out and goof off, and then some of our friends get to listen and feel like they goofed with us. And that's worth it. That's wholesome. I really like, if someone cared to listen to over 100 episodes, I think they'd come back with like a reasonable perspective on us as people.
Yeah. And it took a few episodes to get to the nasty bits.
Right. At least one.
At least.
But welcome back to Christ House. There is something I wanted to bring up, and it's kind of a palate cleanser.
Christ.
How do we feel? And I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's not the biggest deal to me. But Cynthia Erivo is apparently going to be playing Jesus Christ in Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl. I think it's cool. I was confused.
I was
like, I originally was just like, Elphaba to Jesus is just a very funny line.
It's basically the same role.
They're the same.
I
Yeah. I also do have something else to bring up after this that should be pretty short.
Bet.
I think it's just the nature of Jesus Christ Superstar, honestly. Like,
I think so too, yeah. It's
just
goofy.
It being what it is, of course it's gonna do that. Like if anything, it's like, well, we'll get everyone talking about it because some people will be mad at it. And if you're mad at Jesus Christ Superstar for having a woman play Jesus, I think you're going to be mad at the rest of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah, you don't know what that musical is.
Like this isn't
You're mad at
Godspell. This is Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
So I don't have opinions on it other than good publicity move. Like you're gonna get the
and
people
she's probably going to be amazing.
She's got a wonderful voice. I think she's a very interesting individual. She's got a good voice. I think she'll be fine.
I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah.
Now,
I
have a pitch.
Okay.
Because last year we did a very special thing that I loved called March Movie Madness, where we watched through some select features of Robert Rodriguez. Now, I have a pitch because March is coming up.
Yeah.
I have a pitch for a director I would like us to do, and I already picked 4 movies that we could watch.
Okay.
So, my pitch is that we watch some key features of Martin Scorsese movies.
Oh.
Okay.
Because last year we did a little bit of like a, not niche, but like, not A+ director movies,
Right.
I think it'd be fun to like a
movie for his kids.
Yes, like a great director, but not, what we would consider like A+. So,
yeah.
Martin Scorsese, often considered one of the greats. So I think maybe it'd be fun to watch some of his movies and also to maybe watch some of the ones that are not considered his best for 1 or 2 of them.
I was going to say, I think that's a great idea. I think one of the movies we have to watch is Shutter Island.
I agree.
Because it is known as being a bad movie.
That was actually one of the 4 I was going to mention.
Okay.
Was
Perfect.
Shutter Island. I was also going to mention the movie Hugo, which is, I remember really liking it when I was a kid, but it's kind of, I haven't seen it since then though. So I was like, maybe it'd be fun to bring that back.
I watched it for a film class and I'm double checking if I probably don't have it anymore, but I had to write a little paper on it. So that could be fun if I find that and I could read some of the stuff I learned about it.
That'd be very fun.
How about doing Goodfellas? Because I've never seen it.
That was actually the 3rd movie on my list was Goodfellas, because that's one of Olivia's favorite movies.
Okay.
So I think that would be fun.
To be a gangster.
And then I'm back and forth between, do we want to watch one of his classic really good movies or one of his new really good movies? Because if we want to go classic, if we want to do newer, how do y'all feel about Killers of the Flower Moon?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it
yet.
Of this list, I've only seen Shutter Island.
So I feel like, do we want to lock in on those 4?
So Goodfellas, Shutter Island, Hugo, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Can I pre-pitch next year's director?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. And there's partly because I love his filmography, but partly because of a specific movie he's working on that's supposed to come out in March of next year, which we could use to cap off March Movie Madness. And it's Drew Goddard.
Drew Goddard?
Really?
He's more of a writer. He's a good screenwriter. He's directed a couple, so we'll have to go with stuff he's written instead of stuff he's directed exclusively.
I think that's fine.
But he's done Cloverfield, Cabin in the Woods, World War Z, The Martian, Bad Times at the El Royale, and next year he's writing Project Hail Mary.
Okay, we have to. We don't have to, but we have to include The Martian. That is one of my favorite books I've read so far.
So
wait. I'm sorry. You. He also, I think, helped write Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
Yes, he did.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm sorry, that has to be one of them. That's one of my favorites
100%.
of all time. The Hammer.
I like that. Penis. But listeners, if you want to watch along for this year, here is my proposed schedule. And Sammy and Cordell, y'all can obviously pitch it or say hey, let's not do it this. Here's my proposed order. I think we start with Hugo.
I think
then go Shutter Island, Goodfellas, cap off with Killers of the Flower Moon.
That's good to me.
Okay.
Corey, how that sound to you?
I feel like it's going to get progressively better, which I like.
That's what I was aiming for.
But I could also see the argument for mid-good.
If you want it to go in quality, then it probably should be Shutter Island, Hugo, Goodfellas, Killer. Because Hugo is a pretty good movie. I gotta say.
Let's actually do that. So Shutter Island first. So the episode that will come out March 7th, listeners, that will be Shutter Island. 14th, Hugo. 21st, Goodfellas. And to cap off the month, March 28th, Killers of the Flower Moon.
That sounds Gucci to me.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, that sounds very fun. Last year we really liked Robert Rodriguez. We liked watching his movies. Right.
My tentative pitch for next year though is Drew Goddard. I can't find how he was involved in Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
That's what Google said.
Right? I'm looking for his involvement and I can't find it, but I'm down to just watch that and talk about it any old time because I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Guys, I have good news.
Yeah.
It looks like Project Hail Mary is being written as a film by Drew Goddard.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So next year's Movie Madness would be a writer, not the director, but I think that's okay. Because he's a good writer. I'm a big fan of the movies he's made.
Yeah, that's good to me. Apparently, so far, the casting... Oh, who is that? Oh, that's great casting for Strat. Hell yeah. Okay. This is... Okay. Now I'm looking at this. You know what? Let me just wrap this up so then I can look over this stuff that's known so far about this. You know what? It's our opening and closing theme song here on Christ House. It is the one and only Psychobilly Freak Out by the Reverend Horton Heat off the album Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em. Praise the Reverend. We're so happy that y'all could be here today too.
If you liked this nasty, stinky episode, you can rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We would really appreciate it if you gave us 5 stars. Maybe give us a little comment. That would be sick. We have YouTube. If you just search Junk House Podcast, you should see us. Like us on there. Blue Sky probably coming soon. Yeah, thank you. Love you.
So, you remember last week when we talked about that podcast promoter, financer that was like, hey, we can make you big money, and then emailed back to be like, hey, did you see the email? They emailed us again. And they sent a meme.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of funny. It's Kevin James doing a little. Did you get the email yet?
Right.
My favorite part is it doesn't seem like he listens to the podcast.
No, clearly not.
We talked about this last week a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, this is not a podcast for finance bros. This is a podcast for all those. Pretty much anyone that is friends with or does themselves include they them in their pronouns somewhere.
Yeah. This is for the thems and the allies, and that's about it. I just think, obviously not going to respond to this email. It would be so funny in response to just send a link to one
Goblin
of our
Time.
episodes.
Are you kidding? Just send Goblin Time. That's all we need to do.
Yeah, just blow this episode up and then we'll talk.
Yeah, you make this money and you're good.
If you send me $5 loose cash, I will email you back.
Yep. So if you want to also email us and try to make our podcast those big bucks, you can do that at junkhousemailbox@gmail.com. But only if you send Kevin James memes. I don't respond to emails without him.
Mm-hmm. Only send the Kevin James memes where he has big titties.
Are those
Kevin James big naturals?
Are those memes?
Yeah, have you not? You've never seen Kevin James with huge naturals?
Am I gonna Google this?
Google Kevin James big naturals. Cordell.
I'm gonna go
Safe
incognito. It's my turn now.
No, it's okay. I already found it.
Oh, no.
I honestly Google searched Kevin James huge naturals, and this is the first picture. And it's the picture I was looking for, so it's perfect. If you know Kevin James if you've seen Kevin James with big naturals, you know.
Oh God! You know what? Just like we say every single week,
there's only one word for those big naturals, and it's BaZongas.
It's a psychobilly freakout.